All right, just under 30 seconds, start of race number 1, March 2nd. It's a windward fluid once around, relatively light breeze. Current is coming in, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal because it is a pretty small tide, like 8.5 feet this afternoon. All right, all clear. We have the Jim Pettypaw, is it, at the pin end of the line. Got a cluster down there of boats. Dave Bryan is to weather that cluster on Deke.
Cam came out on the port jack.
All right. Got Cam Porter and DeCarpo over here at the committee boat. Looking relatively smart right now.
I got a dirty look.
Got that cluster at the pin. I can't tell if the Wasabi is just right on the pin. Is Wasabi actually hitting the pin right now? Oh, let's see. Bingo. All right, we got a cluster of 3 boats over there. That is Stiletto rolling down the pin. Breeze is filled in a little bit, and we have Santuza has some pretty good jets, bow out on warp drive, and going pretty fast right now. So here we have DeCarpo, who went to the right, and he was on the wrong side of a shift, and he was looking okay at the start, but it looks like the fleet got a bit of a lefty, and he was on the wrong side of it, so he's crossing well behind the bulk of the fleet. And right now it looks like Dave Bryan on Deke probably will get to the weather mark first. Okay, set on Deke. They have an hourglass. The pre-feed was good. The halyard went up pretty damn fast. But they need to drop that halyard to get that hourglass out. Bingo, done. And just right after I said they need to drop the halyard, Dave was calling for the halyard to come down. That is the best way to clear an hourglass, is to drop the halyard by, a couple feet at least, to allow the head of the sail to twist out. So we have Dave Bryan heading up to try and keep his air clear. We have Jim Pettypaw behind him. Jim also had a really nice set. Jim's still going high. And is that Tom Doken third? Going to be the start of race number 2. We didn't get much video in the last race because we had the big wind shift and we were moving a lot of stuff around. But in the first race, Jim Pettypaw did come back and take out Dave on the bottom, quarter of the leeward leg. All right. Jim Pettypaw with another good start. Who is that just to leeward of him? Okay. Just to leeward of him, we have warp drive and Santuza. Eliza is the boat closest to him, to leeward. We have Wasabi doing pretty well, decent speed, good angle, clear air. I would give Wasabi the win on the start. Breeze is definitely backing down. The last race was almost a half hour for a relatively short windward leeward. Yeah. All right. Wasabi, good start, makes it to the weather mark in first. The breeze is really patchy, so whoever keeps the boat moving and finds these patches is going to make out in these races. For a while there, Dave Bryan, who is currently in fourth, looked like he jetted out in front of the entire fleet. So I was surprised to get up here and not find him in first. So somebody just kept it in the breeze and kept the boat moving, and that's how they get to the weather mark first. So right now it's a pretty good hole right here, but there's a breeze right on the other side of it. Now the breeze in a lot of places is not all the way on the down in the water. All right, so it appears there was not yelling, but a touch of unpleasantness at the weather mark, and Mary Hennessy is doing a circle. A good example of being in the right place at the right time is Wasabi is going really slow over there. They have a pretty decent angle, like the chute is full, but it looks like Dave has passed Wasabi, and Jim Pettipas, I think, is in the lead right now, but we'll see how this shakes out. Now, Wasabi is going pretty fast and appears to have moved back in front of Jim Pettipas. So we have Wasabi and Oliver neck and neck heading into the leeward marks. Let's see if they go to opposite gates. The gates are in much better alignment this time. One of them drifted downwind during the last race. Dave Bryan ends up picking up a boat. And here we go. Wasabi and Oliver split gates and heading off on opposite tacks. And we're going to head back to the committee boat. Okay, this is the finish of race number 2.
All right, Bob.
13, Jim Pettipas. 25. Dave Bryan in third, 26. Just under 30 seconds to go, race number 3. Breeze has come up just a bit. We went for a twice around. We'll get at least one of these in. People aren't used to the boats going this fast. Okay. Team Pettypot is over the line. If I were Cam on DeCapo, I wouldn't let him down. Okay. All right. Hey, X flag up. Horn.
20 and 13.
20! 13! So my camera was well up. 20 clear! My camera was well ahead of the line on that start. Jim Pettypaw was clearly over. DeCapo was just keeping him up a little bit, and he just pushed it a little bit too far. Okay. 13, clear! And the Breeze is on the right. Wasabi's going to the right. Cam tried that in race number 1 and found himself on the wrong side of a shift. It's looking pretty good over there right now. He's taking a flyer right now on Wasabi, so Colin Germain, he really should bail out of that. If he tacks now, he stays in the Breeze all the way up, and he really should check in on the fleet at this point. All right, Saul Rosen gets to the offset in first. Shoots up and drawing. Tom Doak on Santuza in second. All right, Lars Carlson in third. Dave Bryan in fourth. So Wasabi, who went hard right after the start, ends up in sixth. They just got passed by Jim Pettypaw, who was lucky to pick up a couple of boats after being over early and not being able to get back to the line as quickly as would have been nice. He got kind of locked out of there. Let's see how many boats Jim can pick up. All right, Saul Rosen makes it to the gates first with about a 4-boat length lead. Tom Doak will get there in second. Boats 1 and 2 put some decent ground on the fleet behind them. And it looks like Lars Carlson will be getting there in third. So the Breeze was definitely to the right because the rest of the fleet, the back of the pack, is pretty far behind the main bulk of the fleet. Not much breeze over on the right side of the race course looking downwind on the bottom third of the course. All right, Weathermark, second time around. Saul Rosen will be the first one around. He just put a lot of ground on the rest of the fleet. Tom Doak fell behind. Lars Carlson has gotten to weather of him. So at the moment, Lars is in second. The boats that went to the right-hand side of the course downwind, they're sailing in really flat conditions over there. They're going pretty slow, and we got another couple boats that went way to the other side of the race course that are making some decent ground, although they're sailing within a boat length of each other, and they're slowing each other down right now. So we'll see how this works out. We also have a tanker coming in, going pretty fast at the moment. We'll get this race off, and then we'll probably have a delay for the tanker for the start of the next race.